NFL playoffs. All-bet draft strategy makes Los Angeles Rams success in the Super Bowl within reach. When the Los Angeles Rams last made a first-round draft pick, Leicester City hadn't won the Premier League. Tom Brady was embroiled in Deflategate and Barack Obama was still the president. By the time they make their next one, Donald Trump will be a distant, peculiar memory. Draft capital is a fascinating concept in U.S. sports, and its value is hugely subjective. A high first-round pick, used wisely, of course, can be the key that unlocks a brighter future. Take the playoff game at Arrowhead Stadium this Sunday, which pits Kansas City's Patrick Mahomes and Buffalo's Josh Allen, two franchise-altering quarterbacks expertly nurtured by the teams they now lead. Then you have the Rams, who, under the stewardship of the general manager Les Snead, apparently lost interest in draft picks some time ago. They haven't taken a player in the first round since 2016 when they held the #1 overall selection after a miserable season. That was spent on Jared Goff, which didn't exactly bear fruit. In each of the 5 drafts since then, the Rams have traded away their first-round pick, preferring to acquire a veteran player than take the gamble on a college graduate, unproven in the NFL, a policy that has only grown more aggressive in that time. Jalen Ramsey, perhaps the best cornerback in the league, arrived from Jacksonville, who got the Rams' first-round picks for 2020 and 2021 in return. Then, in trading for the quarterback Matthew Stafford last summer, a deal in which Goff went the other way, to Detroit, Snead again sent away multiple future first-rounders for 2022 and 2023. This year's draft, in particular, will be a largely Rams-free event. As well as the first-round selection spent on Stafford, their second- and third-round picks belonged to Denver after a trade for the linebacker Von Miller, while 5th- and 6th-rounders were packaged up in a deal for the New England running back Sony Michel, both mid-season trades as the playoff race intensified. The Rams' policy is clear: veterans, not rookies, will deliver us a Super Bowl. But is it working? Since hiring Sean McVay as head coach, there have been 5 winning seasons in a row, including a Super Bowl appearance 3 years ago, so the big picture is generally a rosy one. As for this season, when Snead has taken things up a notch, the aggressive trading seems to have paid off handsomely. As the Rams beat the Arizona Cardinals 34-11, the evidence was clear. Stafford's 154.5 passer rating was the highest by a Rams quarterback in playoff history. Miller registered a sack on Kyler Murray in a generally disruptive display. Michel carried over his strong finish to the regular season, working effectively as a 1-2 punch on the ground with Cam Akers. Odell Beckham Jr., a mid-season free agent signing at wide receiver, caught a touchdown and even completed a 40-yard pass to Akers on a trick play. There were meaningful contributions all over the pitch from recent arrivals. The context, as always, is crucial. The Rams have clearly adopted an all-in approach, or win now, as it is often known. Necessary for that is an existing core of elite players on both sides of the ball, around which to build with these additions. In this case, look no further than Aaron Donald, the NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 3 of the past 4 years, and Cooper Kupp, the league's outstanding wide receiver this season and a left-field pick for MVP. It is also worth acknowledging that not all first-round picks are equal. If, like the Rams, you expect to feature in the playoffs every year, you are trading away future picks in the 26 to 32 region, which are significantly less valuable than their top 10 counterpart. Look at last year's draft, when the San Francisco 49ers gave up 2 future first-rounders as part of a deal with Miami to move up from number 2 to number 3 and select Trey Lance. So, the Rams have pushed their chips into the middle of the table and, accordingly, their Super Bowl window is likely restricted to the near future. This season, having already done some of the hard yards by reaching the divisional round of the playoffs, is probably their best chance. They are 2 wins from the big game, the first of which is against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday. The Bucs are the reigning champions and a decent example of win now. Last season, with a talented squad let down by a couple of glaring holes, they brought in the veteran double act of Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski and immediately won a Super Bowl. It should be said, however, that Tristan Wirfs has been invaluable too. Picked in the first round of the 2020 draft, the young offensive tackle has done an impeccable job of protecting Brady for 2 years, but he was injured last weekend and could miss the game on Sunday. With Donald, Miller and co making a beeline for Brady in Tampa, that is potentially a decisive stroke of luck that will help the Rams' master plan reach its intended conclusion, a first Super Bowl success since Bill Clinton was in the White House. NFL playoffs. Divisional round: Cincinnati Bengals at Tennessee Titans, Saturday 9:30 p.m. San Francisco 49ers at Green Bay Packers, Sunday 1:15 a.m. Los Angeles Rams at Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Sunday 8 p.m. Buffalo Bills at Kansas City Chiefs, Sunday 11:30 p.m.